let's continue and just wrap up the remaining games that played today, January 20th, 2026, in the Champions League of the first day of Matchday 7. So there was actually another earlier game that played, and that was between Kairat Almaty and Club Brugge. Club Brugge had a 4-1 victory over Kairat Almaty. Now, Kairat Almaty, we all know they are the newbies. They are the Champions League debutant this season. I think they have given their all, and we appreciate it. But we just want to say bye. Okay. No disrespect to their fans, but it was a pleasure knowing you. Okay. That is about it. Um, we keep it moving. Talked about Bodo Glimt already in a separate episode. Copenhagen versus Napoli. Napoli has been a disappointment, especially in the Champions League. Now, they have not been super convincing either in the Serie A, but in the Champions League, they have been performing really bad, underwhelmingly. All right, they had a man advantage, I think. In this one, mind you, I didn't watch all of the other games that played, at the same time because I was watching Real Madrid games. So I'm just looking at the results here and some key stats. Right, I think Copenhagen had a red card and Napoli had a man advantage for about 60, 65 minutes if you factor out the time in there. And they didn't take advantage of it. And I think they are sitting somewhere 23rd or 24th, all right, on the table. And this should have been a good opportunity to just climb a notch because there are other games coming up tomorrow and that could shake things. But I don't know how that's going to turn out. But if you're Napoli, I think it has been a disappointing Champions League campaign so far. Now we keep it moving. I talked about Inter Milan versus Arsenal already. Olympiacos by Leverkusen. Now Leverkusen really look better since they sat Eric Ten Hag. Credit to them. But Olympiacos is a very difficult team to play, especially when they're home. So they won by 2 goals to 0, and I don't think this is surprising, anyways, because I was looking at these, yesterday. I didn't have the time to preview it, but I was like, I think Olympiacos, will get all 3 points here. We keep it moving. I talked about Real Madrid already. So let's talk about the remaining 3 games here, and that will be Sporting CP versus PSG, Tottenham versus Dortmund, and Villarreal versus Ajax. Now, for Sporting CP, this is an underdog story, and YOLO on this show, we love the story of the underdog. So, as usual, let's acknowledge that Sporting CP performance. Let's go ahead and give them the new month special. Congratulations to Sporting CP. That was a very good PSG team. I'm not going to take anything away from Sporting. They fought really hard. They played a good game. And I think they deserve to get this result. And for PSG, it has been alarming. Okay, this season has been rough. Not just domestically, but even in the Champions League. Aside from the win they got against Barcelona, and that's because they were missing a lot of players, right? They have not really been impressive, right, throughout this tournament. Yes, they have been winning games, but not like the PSG we saw last season. And domestically, also, they are really struggling. But kind of the same last season as well. But once they catch fire last season, we all know what they did. So congratulations to Sporting CP. We move to White Hart Lane. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, Spursy. Now, I am surprised about this. I don't know if it is because of the red card, but they won by 2 goals to 0, and it was against Borussia Dortmund. Now, Dortmund, forget their form in the Bundesliga, but when it gets to the Champions League, they will bring it every single night. I don't know what happened here. Maybe it is because of the red card. I don't know. But however you want to look at it, both teams have been playing really well this season in the Champions League, and especially for Spurs, because if you contrast their Champions League performances to their performances in the English Premier League, I think they are doing, for some reason, really good, right, in the Champions League. But they got to win 2 goals to 0. So congratulations to Spurs. For some reason, they didn't find a way to mess this up. Okay. And they're missing a lot of players, because I was looking at the list, tons of players are injured, and I guess they were even unavailable. So this was a good win. Now, Villarreal versus Ajax. I don't know if this is an underdog story because Ajax Ajax got the victory 2-1 over Villarreal. But I don't think this qualifies as an underdog story. No, it doesn't. It will not meet the criteria. All right. That is because yes, Villarreal is a good team. Currently, it is the third best team in La Liga in Spain. Yes. Okay. It is Barcelona top of the league, then Real Madrid a point behind, and then Villarreal. And they've been playing well domestically, but for some reason, their Champions League performance has been really crazy. The only team they are better than is Kyra Almaty. And that is not even by points because they both have the same point, one each. Okay? Villarreal is sitting 35th and Kyra Almaty 36th. So, I mean, Kyra Almaty, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of applause here, right? But I don't think Ajax deserve the underdog applause because Villarreal has been terrible in the Champions League, and honestly, it's a disgrace to La Liga. This is bad. You cannot show up in the Champions League and put up that level of performance, all right? Following what you did last season and what you're doing right now domestically, this is unacceptable. Okay, but congratulations to Ajax. I think they're trying to see if they could have an opportunity to sneak in that playoff zone, and it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be crazy. But I think that wraps up all the other games that played today. We will see what happens again tomorrow. I think it is day two of the same match, day seven. I guess I won't be able to preview some of these games or even any of them. It depends. I don't know, but it is highly unlikely. But I will be here to react to those games at the end of the day. Until then, y'all stay blessed and peace out.